My name is Jake Werner. I'm a 2014 to 2015 Fulbright Fellow in Taiwan. I was affiliated with National Jiao Tong University, and there I was working with the Institute for Social and Cultural Research. In the United States, this coming year I'll be starting as a Harper Fellow at the University of Chicago. I just finished up my PhD before I started here on the Fulbright, and my dissertation research was about everyday life in Shanghai in the 1950s. So what I was looking at in that research was how people, members of the working class, members of poor people in the city, people who had lived in the slums, how their lives changed after the Communist Party took over, and how they became part of this new mass society during the 1950s. So coming to Taiwan, what I wanted to do was to extend that research back and look not so much at the way that everyday life was lived in earlier decades, but how that concept of the masses, which came to shape the Communist Party's transformational project in the 1950s, how that was shaped by the experience of activists, politicians, intellectuals in Shanghai during the 1920s and 1930s. Well, so the shift that happened in the 1930s, where the idea of the masses really starts to fundamentally shape political thinking, is not something that only happened in China. It's something that happened around the world at this same moment. So I was looking at China and at Shanghai specifically to try to get a handle on the forces that led to this change. But it's something that's much more widely applicable. And so this is an important shift historically that really laid the groundwork for many different societies' response to the Great Depression, that laid the foundations for how World War II was fought and shaped the nature of post-war society. I think it's very important for those reasons, understanding those processes. I also think there are some very interesting and important parallels with the present day. So the kind of society that preceded this shift to a mass society was one that was very strongly based in free markets and individual freedoms, weak states, and it led to certain impasses in the economy and in the culture that eventually sort of came together as the crisis of the 1930s. And I think that there are some interesting parallels with what's going on today since 2008 that are worth exploring to help us understand our own moment as well. Certainly, I feel like I've built knowledge and I've learned a great deal about a period that I did not have a strong foundation in before. And so the intention is to then, as I said, to publish on this and for both professional and popular audience. But I think that the relationships that I've established this year have also been really very rewarding. The people I worked with at Jiao Tong University, the Institute for Social and Cultural Research, convened a variety of conferences and workshops, got to see a range of research underway and meet a number of people, both Taiwanese scholars and people who were working in wider networks with Taiwanese scholars. Because a lot of my research I was doing at the Academia Sinica, so I was able to meet people on that side as well. So I feel like the scholarly connections that I made this year really enriched my own thinking, and it's something that I think I will call upon for the rest of my career.